Good morning, my friends. How is everybody doing today on this Friday? End of the week. Friday, time to make some maneuvers, close out the week. Friday opens, not a big deal during the day, normal day, but when you watch out for that Friday close, it's hilarious sometimes, the weekly close. It is just hilarious in the market. A lot of times you just see this like big move right in the last couple minutes of the trading week. Go back in time and look at that. Always right at the close. It's always some giant move one way or the other. And it's always just to catch people off guard. But we don't concern ourselves with those funny maneuvers. I was just thinking about that just now. Right now, we have the Dow Jones pulled up here. And oddly enough, we're looking a little zoomed in. Okay, this is kind of a zoomed out look here. Alright. Well, what's it doing now? What's it doing now? Well, right now, it's just in this rising channel type pattern, okay? If you're a pattern person. Okay? That's kind of all it's doing on the high time frames right now. And, you know, there could be some action happening here. You know, for the past several weeks, we could have just been, it seems like we've just been bouncing up and down in between this channel. Okay? When we take a more zoomed in approach, okay, so on the daily range, right now we're at the high end of the range, okay? So what does that seem? Well, if you're at the high end of a daily range, you tend to kind of want to buy low and sell high, right? So if you're at the high end of a range, well, you know, it's not really the time to be looking for a buy. Okay. You're more interested in looking for a buy here and here in order to be at the bottom of a daily range. Okay. I talked a lot about ranges and getting a general consensus of where you're at that time in the market on a video I posted yesterday. I posted a 20-minute video, a little bit more in depth about a particular stock that I have been looking at, and I kind of went over the whole history of it, and it was a good watch. It's an interesting watch. Even if it's just something to tickle your fancy and humor you, give that video a watch, and it might open your mind a little bit on what investing can be like, okay, on a high time frame scale. But maneuvers tend to play out no matter what time frame you're on. It just happens to a lot quicker or a lot slower, okay? And we're going to look at the Dow on the hourly here. All right, this is a little bit more zoomed in. Okay, so what's been going on the past few days? So if I was to formulate a weekly close idea on this Friday for the Dow, I'm just looking at history. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying, oh, well, we went up. Nice move up. No pullbacks. No pullbacks on that move up. And then a quick gap up. Okay. We continue to move up. We got up to this point. And then what did we start doing up here? Well, we started doing everybody's favorite maneuver. We started kind of flagging out here. Okay? Everybody loves these flags. They love them to death. That's a lot of traders' favorite patterns, is trading these flags. Okay? And now, because they're thinking, okay, if we're flagging out, that means we're just cooling off for another big move up. Okay, that's what they're thinking. They're thinking that, but did they look at the higher time frame like we just did in a matter of seconds and realize that two things go against us on a higher time frame? Okay, on that daily time frame, we're at the high end of the range. Okay, you want to buy low, sell high. You don't want to buy at the top of a range. Okay, that just means you've just missed the trade. That's all there is to it. Okay, don't worry about it. There'll be another setup another day. You're at the high end of a range. There's no reason to take that. Now, there's other ideas and setups that you can do that are breaking out of a range trades, but that's a subject for another day. Right now, we know that we're at the high end of a range. And on the weekly, there's that rising channel type pattern, okay? Well, we were at the top of it too. So that's two things that are going against you to buy the Dow Jones today on Friday. You shouldn't even be buying on a Friday anyway. What's going on, brother? It's a Friday. Forget it. Friday is like a weird day to just come into market, no preparation, just come in and start looking for setups. Very strange day to do that. You should be analyzing something over time. It's like hunting prey, okay? You have to stalk your prey for days. And then when you see it's at its weakest, you pounce and you take it out. That's a lot like how getting a good setup can be. But right now, on the hourly, what we're formulating in our mind is, okay, we know we have this gap here, so that's a point of interest. Okay, we also have this area down here, which is a demand area. Why? Because price was moving down and then it shot up away from it. Okay, so it hasn't gone back down there to revisit that friend down there. Okay, so nothing surprises me. We could blast rocket from here, break out of that rising channel on the weekly and go up for another leg up, and I wouldn't be shocked. But I play with what I've seen. And what I've seen here is that it seems to be giving us the signals. It seems to be giving certain people the signals that it wants to go up, okay? It wiggles down, it pauses. It makes a nice bullish candle, and then it wiggles down, pauses. And now it looks like it's formulating a nice bullish candle again. So it seems it's giving a lot of trader signals like, oh, it wants to go back up. It's not going to go down. It's holding this level up here. It's holding it. It's enticing people to put more money on the table. It's enticing traders to say, yes, this is a flag. We're going to break out. We're going up. And all it needs is just the right amount of money to be put down for it to just... Whew. So we're not doing anything. We're just watching it. If it goes up, great. But we're watching it to come down here. Okay. We're watching it to come right here. Okay? We're watching it to come right there. Because we want to see that gap filled. Okay? I'm looking to have a possible order here only for a scalp for the day on price coming back, recovering about 50% of that gap, because they do a lot of times they do a 50% recover. They're kind of sneaky like that. We've talked about that before, how that's a popular move for the market. So they've recovered a 50% gap. Fake out everybody. Get everybody convinced now that they've made that drop. That, okay, yeah, this is it. We're going down. We're going down. And traders are impulsive. So when they see that move down, they want to be the first in. They want to be the one to catch the top. So they all start entering here. We had our buy right here in the gap. And they start entering there. So they're selling. We buy. This is only the scalp opportunity. Later today, price goes up and takes out that high one more time to fake everybody out. You just punished everybody today. That's what I look for in setups. I look for what is the maneuver for the day. If I'm doing a day trade that day, if I'm doing a trade that's not a long-term swing trade, not an investment long-term idea, if I'm looking for a simple scalp for the day, my probabilities have to be what? They have to be everybody losing and me winning. Because that's the only way I can make it in the market. That's just what I tell myself. Everyone else has their own mantra that they live by. That's just what I tell myself. So in order for both the buyers and the sellers to lose and for me to win, I have to see who gets attacked first. So if they attack the buyers first, great, I'm in. I'm in right there once the buyers get punished. As soon as they get stabbed, I show up. And then I show up on Team Green after Team Green had been slaughtered. And now we go attack Team Red up here. And you punish everybody that has their shorts open and they think they're safe for the weekend. And next thing you know, they get stopped out at the weekly close. And then they got to start over next week fresh. And they end the week on a loss. The market loves leaving you at a loss at the end of the week, psychologically speaking. Don't let it happen. Wait and see what setup's going to come to you. Be patient. And check out my video yesterday. Even if you're not interested in that stock, it was just a nice visual representation of what range trading can be if you just trade a range. What it can do for your profile. I love everybody. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And we will catch y'all in the next video. See ya.